Welcome to a new section. In this section, we're going to discuss additional imputation methods that we can use to replace the missing values in our variables. In the previous section, we talked about the 4 most widely used methods of univariate imputation. Here we're going to discuss additional methods that are also quite useful. Let's first recap on the meaning of imputation. We mentioned that imputation consists in replacing missing data with statistical estimates of the missing values, and that the goal of imputation is to produce a complete dataset that we can use to train machine learning models or obtain the predictions from it. In this section, we're going to cover 4 additional methods of imputation, which are complete case analysis, end-of-tail imputation, random sample imputation, and imputing with the mean or the median, but grouping by a certain variable. Complete case analysis consists in removing observations with missing data from the dataset. It is very useful because it's very simple, but it also can remove a huge chunk of the dataset, so it's not always possible. End-of-tail imputation is a way of automating the imputation with an arbitrary number. It will allow us to automatically find this arbitrary number that is very different from the normal values of the variable distribution. Random sample imputation, on the other hand, is an alternative to mean, median, or mode imputation, where instead of replacing values with one single statistical parameter, we just extract populations of samples to replace the missing data, therefore preserving the original variable distribution. And mean and median imputation, on the other hand, consists in replacing missing data with a mean or median parameter, but estimated over certain groups or portions of the variable's distribution. We're going to discuss all of these methods in more detail throughout this section. From the methods that we describe here, the end-of-tail imputation and the mean and median per group can only be applied on numerical variables. But complete case analysis and random sample imputation can be applied to both numerical and categorical variables, so it can be quite useful. We will learn how to implement these imputation methods utilizing pandas and feature engine. At the moment, scikit-learn does not offer support for these methodologies. So throughout this section, we will learn in more detail what these imputation methods are. We will then discuss the things that we need to consider when we apply these imputation methods. And finally, we will learn how to implement them in pandas and feature engine. So with this said, let's begin with the section.